Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Collegiate Chess League Spring 2024 season, brought to you by SIG. This is the semifinals of Division 22. That's right. This is the third lowest division in the entire league, and that means we're in for a treat. It's very exciting. This is Liberty B versus Wilfrid Laurier B. The games have actually already started, so let's dive right in, shall we? Here we go. So this is Joel versus Jay Phillips. Jay Phillips is the top board from Liberty. Jacob. Joel, I guess, should be the bottom board. We have another match that I see, Robert Pavic versus Carson D. Carson D is board 3, apparently. You know what? I think my leaderboard is just completely wrong, but that's okay. We have games being played. It's all play all format, 4 versus 4, 5+2 blitz. You all should know the deal by now. But yeah, these players, both in their 900s. Canada versus US. A rivalry as old as time. Just kidding. Yeah, I don't know much about either of these teams, but they are both B teams, and they're both in Division 22. So, all right, that's a free piece right there. Will we see the capture with check? No. Robert takes the free piece. We have a fork, but then this, and then this, and then that, and then this, and that. I mean, this is just absolute chaos and madness all across the board. If pawn takes, the rook is hanging, the knight is hanging. This can be a pin. This could be a devastating double check discovery. This could be a fork. I mean, everything is happening all at once here. What is happening? Probably taking and giving up the rook is good, but I suspect that bishop here is best. And it's been played. Wow. And now queen takes, bishop takes. You're going to have to go up the skewer. So, yeah, probably shouldn't hang bishops on c4, even if we get a check fork, even if we can take advantage of this pen, as we are still losing material in the long run, unfortunately. So, we can get back the piece, but we're going to lose a piece plus more. So, unfortunate here for Carson, but fortunate for Robert Pavic, for Wilfrid Laurier. Let's check back in with the other one. Yes, Chuck, take notes. All right, speaking of hanging things, something poorly happened here. Takes, knight in, takes, bishop here. Hitting both of these things. Queen up, threatened checkmate. Pawn hits the bishop and the rook. Queen takes pawn with a check and a fork on the king and the queen. But it turns out queens don't get forked by queens. We lose our unfortunate rook. We didn't take back. Probably should have. But yes. And somehow I have a feeling Jacob Phillips is going to be able to convert this. But in some of these cases, this might not even be enough. We could see comebacks. We could see stalemates. We could see drama unfolding on the board, but rook g1, probably you could knock it out with bishop f1, which would be pretty cold. King here is mate in 1, and that's the game right there. So Jacob beats Joel, first point for Liberty. I don't see the other games yet, so let me try to refresh. Use this follow link magic on chess.com and see if we get additional games at our disposal, and we do. It worked. Here we go. Awesome Possum versus Taz Run. That's Tarun. Top board from Wilfrid Laurier, 12-13. And Awesome Possum, that is Luke Jezik at 834, bottom board. Okay. And what's the other game that we haven't looked at yet? We have Jacob Day Fan from Liberty versus Hero. That's Raymond. So what board order do I have wrong today? Let's see. So I believe I have the top boards correct. And that means Joel should be the bottom board. Who's board 2 for Liberty in the US? Probably Jacob Dave fan. So I have that right. So I have the entire Liberty team right. Wilfrid Laurier, I have top board right. Bottom board should be Joel. So I should just flip Joel and Robert, I believe. Hero here is playing Jacob. So yeah, that's right. Okay, let me flip Joel and Robert, and then we're good. Okay. Scoreboard's all set up properly. So which game should we look at here? There's 2 matches between 900 players on both sides. This is one of them. Jacob Dave fan. This one, yeah, we saw the piece be blundered. King takes back this time. Here, an intermezzo would have... Oh, no, we're in check. Okay, so trade now takes bishop, pressure on the pawn. Rook defends. Rook to b1, defending this pawn. Knight develops pressure on this pawn. Pawn pushes. Knight can take back with a check. So Roberts, can he hold on to this advantage? Should be able to. But I suppose we shall see. There is one other match later today between Clemson and forget. I'll look it up later. But that's going to be in like 3 hours. So I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do in the meantime. But here, probably we should activate the rook. We shouldn't be too worried about this pawn on b2. So maybe going here. Hope for this. Rook here instead. Let's look at maybe this one. Taz run should be able to convert this. Look at this beautiful rook. Queen e1, practically forced. And then bishop to d4. Here and now there's rook f2. That's going to hurt. And now this is hanging. Bishop here is going to hurt as well. A pawn push. Now the best recommendation, the computer wants queen f3. Played. Strong move here from Taz. We see this trade. Queen takes back with a check. King h1. Only move. And now you can take on g3. Check. I guess there's a knight block if you really wanted it. This not helping out. This is main 2 now. Queen takes and GG. Oh. Not quite. We're getting there. King here. There's checks galore. Either which way. Queen h2 is actually mate in 1. Yep, there it is. All right. Tarun ties it up for Canada. 1-1. Top board's getting the job done. Let's see. 14 seconds for Carson from Liberty. Less than a minute for Robert. So Robert's up a rook for 3 pawns. Now for 2 pawns. Knight's hit. $30. Yeah, this bishop taking a pawn, which is always good, but mainly freeing the rook. The rook was really ensnared behind its own pieces there. Here. So now we can take and then take back. Yes. Okay. So now it's a knights versus rook, but white has 2 extra pawns, but they're doubled and isolated. So it's actually not that bad. And knights are very tricky pieces. They fork everything. So, okay, but this is a strong move. Picking up the pawn. King moves. Rook's going after this. Yes. We see why rooks are better than knights. So they could just move everywhere. So taking this, these pawns are going to be very weak now. Push. This pawn can get pushing. But this still very well could be a draw. Here attacking the pawn, wisely so. King is coming over. Check. King up. Rook here, yes. But now knight here, maybe? No. Here and takes with check. And going up, you get cut off. We could see a flag maybe, but unlikely. This is the last game of the round. Looks like Hero won. Board 2 from Wilfrid Laurier. So they're up 2-1. And Robert should win this one as well. So that should be another point for Wilfrid Laurier. A strong start, 3-1. Push the pawn. Or cut the king off. A lift. Probably here. Robert could flag. I think it would still be marked as a draw. But technically, you know, with the knight, black could self-mate. So, check, check. Don't get forked. Oh my god, almost flagged there. 2.3 seconds. Black might not win this. 2.8, back. It's going to be threefold. Give the knight check again. Okay, king advances. No repetition. Knight back. Pen. Check. King down. Check. King down again. No. Going up. Don't flag. Don't flag. He flagged. It was close, but Robert gets the win. And yeah, 3-1 start. Strong start for Wilfrid Laurier. Okay, going into round 2 with a 2-point lead. Canada taking down Liberty right now. 3 rounds to go, though. Now, in Division 22, there are still prizes, but there's no cash on the line. Only chess.com memberships that these teams are fighting for, which is honestly worth their weight in gold. But they're not fighting for gold memberships. They're fighting for diamonds. So maybe I should say worth their weight in diamonds. Those memberships. Some schools actually prefer the memberships over the money. Actually. So first place in Division 15 plus, which includes Division 22. First place, you get 4 6-month diamond memberships. So that's half a year. And the CCL runs 2 seasons a school year. So second place, you get a 3-month diamond for 4 players. And third place, you get 4 1-month diamond memberships. Fourth place, you get nothing. You just have the fun experience of having played in the Collegiate Chess League. For free, by the way. The league is free to join. So it only costs your time and energy, which for some people is a lot. But yeah. What is the next match that I'm going to watch today? It's a good question. Clemson versus the Marshall Knights. I believe that's Hyderabad, or is it BHU? Some school in India. I'm never a big fan of when schools name their teams something other than their school. Okay, yeah, Marshall Knights are Bits Pilani Hyderabad. So we'll be watching that in like 2.5 hours. All right, round 2. Awesome Possum versus Robert. With a name like Awesome Possum, it's hard not to root for you. That is an awesome name. Anyways. All right, so looks like we've had a gambit, but White's looking to get this pawn back. Here we have Tarun top board. Fried liver. This is a Traxler. Wow. You don't see this at top division. Okay. This is honestly really scary for Whites because now the checks are coming in. I think you got to go to G1. Wow. Tarun's done it. And now queen here or queen H4. Queen H4 is the move. And then pawn push. And then what? No, queen here is a mistake. And why is that? Threatening mates, queen f3, defending the mates, attacking the knights. See, if you went queen here, now there'd be queen here, I think. I don't really know. Who knows? Not I. I don't know enough Traxler theory. But it looks like White knows more than Black. Just based off of these moves. Which is good for Tarun. He's looking to go 2 out of 2 here. Yeah, queen trade, probably not great. Here, this is hanging, that's hanging. Life's difficult. All right, well, should be a cleanup here for Tarun. Jacob Phillips here, top board from Liberty. Only player to get a point in the first round for that team. Looking to get some more points here against Hero now. Board. Well, I thought Hero was board 2. I guess Robert's board 2. Or no, Hero. No, Hero is board 2. This is right. Okay, my bad. Wait, no. He should be board 3. Robert and Hero should be switched. Is this what I'm hearing? All right, let me do that real quick. All right. Bishop back to c2. Yeah, I love this center for White. This is textbook behavior. 2 pawns in the center, both knights in the center. Castle, king side, rook e1. Bishop here or here would be great. Computer probably wants some pawn push in the center. Computer likes knight d5. Attacking all sorts of stuff here. Yeah, h5. Black's trying to attack on the king side with the rook. But what are you doing about this king uncastled in the middle? Let's check in with Jacob and Joel. Battle of the J names. Love 95. Whenever I see this F pawn pushed, H pawn pushed, we want to give a check. 95 threatens mate in 2. James Kraloft, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Knight here guards this queen check. So knight here doesn't work as well anymore. Although knight here would be annoying. Pawn push, attacking the knight. Knight into the center. We could go here. Capture, bishop takes. I still just want this is all I want, really. I just want to give a check. Pawn push, bishop probably goes back. Don't really want to take. So yeah, going back, maybe bishop here is a really strong idea. But black can castle in response to bishop d3. You can't castle if the bishop gets in the check. So castling should be done now. And it comes with a threat. Bishop takes. Why would I have to take back with the pawn, doubling the structure? Spazzer, DK, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Are you a US fan or a Canada fan? Hello, Spazzer. How's it going? We're watching Liberty versus Wilfrid Laurier, which is in Canada. Liberty, honestly, I don't really know where they are. I'm not going to lie. I wonder if anyone in the chat from Liberty wants to tell us where your school is. I'm assuming it's somewhere East Coast. Thank you, Spazzer. Appreciate it. All right, queen develops pressure on the pawn. The threat perhaps to take the knight and then take the pawn. We get that bishop check. So no castling for black. It's in Virginia. Okay. Yeah, Chuck would know. I wonder if Chuck knew already or if he looked it up. Probably he knew. Chuck's a smart guy. In fact, they call him Dr. Moulton. Queen e2, defending this e-pawn, but black could still take the knight to remove. Takes back, and it looks like if you take, well, maybe the rook is hanging, but no. Taking is with tempo. So rook here, pressure more on the knight. I wonder if we go here and try to trade off bishops and attack this. It's exactly what Jacob does. Jacob Day fan. I'm a Charlie Day fan. Charlie Day is pretty funny, pretty cool guy. I don't know Jacob Day. Or maybe his name's Jacob and he's a fan of the day. Some people are day fans, other people are night fans. Okay, king's moving. Let's see. Here we have mate in 1. Pawn push. Nice mate there. So the Traxler goes down. This is why we can't advocate for Traxler openings. King hunt. Check and mates. Yes, good game there from Tarun. Tarun improves to 2 out of 2, a perfect score for teaching jobs. Oh, cool, Chuck. Maybe I should always watch the lowest boards. All right, awesome possum. Looks to be down 3 pawns, which is a lot of pawns. And yeah, black's got the double isolate. It is opposite color bishops. How are our drawing chances? Probably not great. But always not 0. Right? There's always a draw somehow. Chess is always a draw. All right, now it goes the G pawn. Also, I'm sorry if you guys see me yawning. I'm tired, but as soon as the match is over, I'm going to wake up, I'm sure. All right, G5. Look at the pawns roll. They're going down the board. Awesome Possum seems to be an Arizona Cardinals fan. probably you can get away with rook g1. Getting down on time here. Speaking of which, hero's under 30 seconds. Position seems fairly even. 3-on-2 for black, 2-on-1 for white in terms of pawn structure. King up. This is risky. White has back rank issues, so probably just h3. Or king g1. h3. Played. Perfect. Knight develops from the edge of the board towards the center, b5. And now we have rook e7. No, we're pinning the knight. This breaks the pen, defends the knight, and attacks our knight. So then black had a choice there of how to take. They decided to take the bishop, leaving the knight on the board. And now the bishop gets kicked. Bishop back. King now entering the center. Cut off from the f-file, though, from the rook. But hero's got low time, 11 seconds. a3 played. Less than 10 seconds for hero. Can hero be the hero? Well, this drops a pawn. Knight takes b5, missed, with check. Now that pawn's pushing. The knight's going to have to go. Check and trade. Now the b pawn is hanging. Not anymore. Rook e7. Fork. Less than 30 seconds for Jacob. Rook e7 played, forking the pawns. What's happening? Check. 5 seconds. The b pawn's falling with check. Jacob's got less than 15 seconds. Rook is hanging. Gotta move. 10 seconds. Rook over. Rook takes pawn with check. Ooh, rook could have taken on h3 as well. Now the h pawn can run. No. Pushing the g pawn, the more passed pawn. G pawn continues. Rook goes back, looking to get to g1. Check, check. King goes down. Rook g3. Wow. Rook g3 was winning. Rook g3 was immediately winning. Now it's a complete draw. If not, black better. Now black's losing. King c3. Oh boy. Rook c7. Oh, rook c7. King takes pawn. There's rook b7. This is completely winning for hero. Oh, Jacob. Jacob misses rook g3. And now here, check. And that's going to do it. He's hoping for stalemate, which is a lot harder to do with a rook too, by the way. But still possible. Check, king back, king over. Oh, yeah, no, this is it. This is game over. Check, king up. Okay. Hold on. Rook c7. No. Rook d5 there, maybe. Rook c7 again. No. Hero surely knows the theory here. Oh. Oh. Maybe not. Maybe doesn't know the theory. Awesome Possum got a win. So that's good to see. Won by resignation? Okay, I mean, maybe there's progress being... I would have liked to have seen it played out, but I guess it was gonna happen anyways. Okay, hero with the hero point, big point. And then there's a draw between Jacob and Joel. Okay. The name Jacob is gonna trip me up for sure because one player's actual name is Jacob, but their username is J Phillips, and the other player whose username is Jacob, their name is Jack. Okay, 2.5 to 5.5. Am I getting that right? 3 to 1. What was it? 2.5 to 1.5 in this round. So total points comes out to 8. That's right. So Wilfrid, Laurier, they were up by 2. Now they're up by 1. But yeah, this game, really unfortunate. The top board from Liberty goes down in round 2. They missed a winning move, rook to g3, and they were promoting their g-pawn. Instead, they trade pawns down, but then missed a tactic, losing the rook and losing the game. So, yeah, this it looked like black didn't know how to mate. Check to the back rank, king here. And, I mean, yeah, probably you're getting mated, but it's like, just play the 2 more moves, you know? Any prize for D9? Yes, there's money. There's money on the line. You should be able to find prizes in our rules. If you scroll down, there's competition prizes. Division 9 shows $300 for first, $200 for second, $150 for third. And if you get fourth place, you'll get 4 3-month diamond memberships. So, yeah. If you find yourself in the 3rd place match, it's interesting. Some teams would prefer the money. Some teams would prefer the memberships. But maybe your team won and you're in the finals now. I forgot what's your name looks familiar. I could probably look up D9 and see. I could give a guess. Let's see. Division 9, Singapore, Vellore, Brawijaya, CCL Team A. Also not a great name for a team. Oh, Wilfrid Laurier is Team A. You might be from Wilfrid Laurier. You made it to the final. Then you're even more likely to be Wilfrid Laurier. So maybe you're watching and cheering on the B team, who is waiting for the second half to start. I'm still waiting for these games. Maybe they're playing and I have stopped following them. So, yeah, if you made it to the finals, then you're guaranteed $200. Pending fair play review, I like to say. But a chance to win an extra $100. And your B team is looking pretty good right now as well. So, some diamond memberships at stake for this particular matchup. Only needing 3 points with 8 games to go. Should be good. Liberty B going to need a mount to come back here. All right, round 3 starting. Yeah, Jacob Phillips. Missed game for sure. If he won that, it'd be 3.5 to 4.5. He needed rook g3. Missed it. Lost. And now his team's down by 3, which is crazy considering his team could have only been down by 1 going into the second half. So every game is crucial. If you lose instead of win, that's a 2-point swing in the score. Okay, But can't dwell on the past. Jacob's got 2 games left at hand, so all he can do is focus for these remaining 2 games and do the best he can with them. Hope to win the next 2. Definitely the strongest player out of all these teams. In terms of rating, at least. 1,300. Tarun's been looking impressive. 1,200. We'll see if he goes for a sweep. He is 2 for 2. Hero, also 2 for 2. And now he's playing Awesome Possum, who got his first full point in the previous round. Liberty lost the first round 3-1, second round 2.5 to 1.5. So this round, they should at least draw. They have the momentum now. It should go 2-2. And then they have to come back entirely in the 4th round. But they could sweep round 4 and win the match 8.5, 7.5, which would be crazy. Probably not going to happen. I looked up my brackets to see how they were doing, and I'm doing really badly in pretty much all of them. I did get the top bracket right, but there were no upsets, except for, I think, in the 3rd place match, which was a mistake on our end. You couldn't actually predict that. I was meaning to reach out to challenge.com with some feedback and see. They were able to help us set up some of the brackets last season, which was nice. Okay. Anyways, Hero versus Awesome Possum. $840 for Luke. Going for a queen trade here. Pawn push, queen trade. I suspect king takes back. And now F3 played. Bishop versus knight. Position's fairly closed, so not the best bishop here. This allows the knight into F5. Probably black would sack. Or, okay, computer's calling for D5. It's a very good knight. Pressure on the bishop. I don't think you would ever want to take the bishop. Awesome Possum might want the bishop. King up. Watch out for forks. White's got to get the rooks activated somehow. Maybe rook c1. Play for c3. Yeah. Would like to activate the rooks. All right, let's tune into Tarun. Tarun is cooking as per usual. Let's see. Opposite side castles. Okay, very exciting. Bishop gets trapped. Queen takes 2 pawns. Rook takes. That's a sacrifice on this knight. But probably not so good. Yeah, now queen comes up to a4. I don't know. Hello, Nifa. Thank you. Good to see you. So yeah, dropping a piece. Jacob Dayfan technically up material now, but very exposed. King. A file completely busted. Check. King up. The computer's cold machine. Once E takes. Gnarly. Oh my god, he's done it. Wow. I mean, that is just, I mean, the rook is hanging, and then takes. Oh, no, it's bishop check is even worse. I mean, everything, this is just filthy. Oh my word. Oh my word. I'm speechless. Bishop f4. Wow. There goes the queen. Tarun playing moves here. I don't know if I would have done that. Okay, now we can trade. I mean, queen a4 was top recommendation, force mate. Bishop f4 does the trick. There goes the queen. And just like that, Jacob Day fan. Wow. Okay, yeah, queen. There's too many checks. Take a pawn. Rook comes in as well. Joins the party. Knight out. Just down a whole queen. Queen for a pawn, I guess I should say. Queen takes. Threatening the rook. Okay. Still getting the rook. King here, that's mate. No, sorry, the bishop. What am I talking about? Oh. Well, this was awkward. The rook's hanging. Oh, just queen takes here. Okay, well. It is what it is, I guess. Lots of ways to win. They say all roads lead to Rome, right? Anyhow. Let's look at another game. Carson versus Joel. Carson yet to get a point. Joel with a draw so far. Yeah, Tarun looks like he's been unstoppable. Joel's looking good. I mean, yeah, this Liberty team crushing it. Awesome Possum versus Hero. Awesome Possum's doing well. Board 4 for Liberty. Him and the top board are the only two with points, full point for wins. Jack Williams has a draw. But it looks like he's about to lose this one. At any moment. Bishop here. Don't get back rank mated, though, I will say. I've gotten away with these sneaky tricks before. Hoping for some pre-move or something. The problem is the pre-moves come with check. So, very hard to sneak in a trick here. Rook comes back. Yeah, our only hope is a rook lift. Nope, resigns. So, not a lot of hope in resigning, unfortunately. But Tarun goes 3 out of 3. And now his team is 2 points away from clinching a win, guaranteeing themselves some membership prizes, plus a ticket to the finals next weekend. And who would they face off in the finals? That is a good question. D22. Dark Knights. Again, one of these names that It's too creative for me. Shah Jalal, University of Science and Technology. Okay. Banned. All right, look at this. 2 rooks for J. Phillips, plus a bishop, 2 minor pieces, plus a rook for whites. Roberts here. So J. Phillips, he had a kind of a unfortunate turn of events in the previous round. Was winning and then lost. Now, up in exchange, but down a pawn. Can he convert? It's not so easy. Knight back attacking the bishop. Bishop takes pawn. Winning a pawn. So just up in exchange. Rook takes, hitting the knight. Knight moves. Check. Fork. Could block with rook. Decides not to. Rook takes pawn. Very low on time as well for Robert here. Knights can be tricky. And can give forks. F5. Rook down to the second. Maybe looking to double against G2. Yeah, rook over, but now can we just double? Ah, the knight was hanging. We could have just taken the knight. Okay, rook comes back to defend. 12 seconds. King's coming up. Watch out for forks. There's 1 check. There's 2 checks. The rooks are so far apart, though. But yes, very annoying how to make progress. Okay, threatening the knight this way. Less than 10 seconds here. Oh, Carson's going to flag. Oh my god, 2.2 seconds. He's going to flag. No, 2.7. Living off increment. He's going to flag. No, 2.2. Living on a prayer. He's up to 3.9 seconds now. Trade. Rook takes. Got to get those pre-moves. Check. He's going to grab. No, the pawn's defended. 2 seconds. 4 seconds here. Down a bishop is Carson. But he's got that passed c-pawn. And that c-pawn is going. Rook behind the pawn. King walking the pawn up the board. Bishop back. Making sure it's there. But now c6. No. The pawn was being pushed, but no more. Rook leaves the c-file. Pawn now pushes again. Bishop trade. We're back to even Steven. Rook f7. He's gained time. Carson as low as 0.2 seconds on the clock. Pawn push. Pawn takes with check discovery. Oh, and he doesn't do it. Low time. If you take, oh, you're lost. That pawn is so fast. Oh, and you went on the file where he promotes. Unreal. Wow. Joel blundered with g5, allowing the pawn to take with a check. Discovery with the rook. Could not afford to trade rooks when the pawn recaptures. That was too fast. You could even sack here if you wanted to. King up. I guess king here. Sadness for Carson. Was completely winning. This queen takes here. Hoping for a stalemate. No. These players resign a lot. I'm just going to say it. I would be playing every game to the end here. But okay, Joel with a big point. And Wilfrid Laurier, I think they might have already won it. Jay Phillips actually won, so he's up to 2 now. He beats Roberts. And now here, it looks like Awesome Possum gets a checkmate with the rook. Yeah, see, Hero plays it out, you know? The Canadians are playing it out. Liberty, maybe some early resigns, but point for Awesome Possum. He keeps the team's hopes and dreams alive. So what did I say? It was tied 2-2 in that round. I did say that that would happen. And now, up to the 4th round, we need a 4-0 sweep for Liberty to win. Wilfrid Laurier only needs 1 point out of 4 games to clinch the win. Do you believe in miracles? It is Division 22. Absolutely anything can happen. We've seen 4-0 sweeps in higher divisions. So why not here? Tarun, 3-3. I mean, he's perfect so far. Can Jacob Phillips bring down Tarun? He's going to have to if his team is to survive this final round here in the semifinals to move on to the championship match against Shah Jalal, which I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Waiting for round 4 to begin. 3-point lead for Wilfrid Laurier. Liberty has him right where they want him. They've lulled Wilfrid Laurier into a false sense of security. 3-point lead, 4 games left, 1 point to win. Easy. In the bag. That's what Wilfrid Laurier thinks. Liberty, they're not even at full strength. They're over there using 5% of their power. They're about to crank it up here in this 4th round. Maybe to 80%. That's all they need for the sweep. You don't want to see Liberty be at 100% strength. That's a team that could take down dynasties. You know, we've all heard of SLU, but Liberty B, they're about to punch their ticket to the finals. Remember their name. They're about to end this season 4-0 here, and then they're going to sweep in the finals 16-0. I didn't have this in my prediction bracket. I'm just making stuff up now. All right, here we go. I'm just trying to buy time for this round to start. It's an awkward amount of time for these players to get their games going. They're giving them a head start. Trying to make it fair. All right, well, here we go. Board 1 versus Board 1. This is the matchup we've all been waiting for. The only 2 players in this entire matchup above 1,000 ELO. And yeah, games are underway. Here we go. Can Liberty sweep for the dub? What was this, a French? No, Sicilian? It was a French. French advance. Okay. Bishop here typically is the move. Knight here, you just snap that off the board. Pawn takes. Knight here, bishop here. This pawn was not hanging. If takes, queen takes, there was bishop check. That's why bishop here is so common. Castles now. B4. I mean, yeah, these are the 2 strongest players. Jacob Phillips very easily could have been a perfect 3 out of 3 had he found the crucial rook g3 move in his game. He misses it, and then he blunders his rook. So from winning to drawing to losing, and honestly, had he converted that, the match right now would be 5.5, 6.5. 1 point difference. Anyone's game, really. But a clutch win from, I want to say, Hero in round 2. Could be the Canadian Hero. But we'll see if Tarun can finish off the 4-0 sweep and avoid Liberty's 4-0 sweep. Jacob Phillips looking to end Tarun's winning streak here with a win of his own. That'll have them both tied at 3 out of 4 each. And this is the last time to do it if you're Liberty. Must-win situation. They can only afford 1 draw out of 4 games. If they get 3 wins and a draw, we'll go to overtime. And then we'll repeat this round 4. but swap colors and 2 minutes less on the clock. Instead of 5 plus 2, we go to 3 plus 2. And if still tied, they go to 1 plus 2 until someone breaks this tie. So, queen up to d3, preparing perhaps rook to b1, something I would heavily consider. Even positions so far. Black has the bishop pair. Knight opening up a lot of attacks on this a3 pawn. It is defended 3 times, and we see a knight trade offered. Takes. Now how to recapture here? Bishop takes. Rook comes to the center. Probably rook e b1. Hit the queen, why not? Pressure on the b pawn. Exactly what's been played. So bishop pair for black. Kind of an awkward pawn structure though. Queen has to guard the pawn. Computer does like black though. Offering queen trade. If queen takes, you gotta take with the pawn. If rook takes, you lose this pawn. Either way, pawn takes or rook takes, you're gonna see rook landing on b7, I suspect. Why wouldn't you? Probably because then there's bishop takes a3. Is there bishop a3? Oh no, the bishop's covering this back rank mate. Okay. So the rook can lift freely, so there's no sacrifices. King comes over defending this. And now the a-pawn pushes. Let's take a look at some of the lower boards, shall we? Hero versus Carson. Carson, only player, no points, but he's looking great here. He's looking great. What happened in this game? Queen takes. Oh, takes here, push, knight here, bishop here, queen up, knight here, takes with a check. Take, castle. No time to go for the fork because this guy was hanging out too. So a free piece for Carson, and can he convert it for his only points? Hero's been playing really well on board 3. He's 2 out of 3. But he's dropped a piece here. Can Liberty do the unthinkable, the impossible, the miracle, 4-0 reverse sweep here in round 4? They're looking good on board 3. How are they looking on board 4? Joel. Even position here. Gives up the pawn back on b3. Anything can happen. Joel is up on time though. Rook takes on b3, getting some active rooks. Rook activity is key. Rooks could double on the 3rd, go for that c pawn. Or, better yet, perhaps even double on the 2nd, going after the g pawn. So, even material, knight steps back. I want to see these active rooks. Knight takes, pawn takes. Now the e-pawn is pretty weak, and white's piece is looking pretty strong in the center, I admit. But rook b2 could be tried. You just give up your pawn and then double on the 2nd. Why not? Why not? Awesome possum. They can only afford 1 draw. How's Robert versus Jacob doing? Okay. Queen over, hitting the knights. Yeah, these are strong pieces for black. Robert's looking good. Robert could be the Canadian hero. Not to be confused with Raymond, who is hero. Okay. b3. This is looking awfully dangerous. This bishop is just now a beast. Play here. Go for mates. Lose your queen. That'd be fun. You know you want to. Going here for here also. Oh my god. Oh my god. Game's over. Joel won. Queen takes, queen trade, and yeah. Huh. I missed this too, low key. I thought you could double, but that's just mate. And that was what was it was sort of what was played. Black went for C3. Sadness. Okay, well, Canada wins. So go Canada. Wilfrid Laurier getting that fourth board point from Joel. And that's the match. Carson gets his first point against Hero. But too little, too late. At least Carson gets 1 point on the board. But Liberty, they're going to have to go and play in the third place match next week. Wilfrid Laurier, they move on to the finals. They guarantee themselves some membership prizes with a chance to win some more. So good luck to them. We do have 2 more games left in this round. This is the top boards here going at it. Both players under 2 minutes. Even position. White has a knight. But black has that outside pass pawn, which can be very difficult to try to hold on to try to prevent. Less than a minute here for Jacob Phillips. And the other Jacob also not doing great on the clock. Less than 30 seconds now. Robert. Looks like he's doing well. Knight to C4, hitting the queen. Queen's got to go back somewhere. Queen back to C7. And yeah, it's a matter of king safety here. White's king has a lot of pawns pushed up. A takes B. A takes back. Then the rook can come in with some checks. Computer just likes D5, which is scary. Just trying to open the D file. Check, king B2, queen A7. Oh, there'd be rook A1 then. Nope. Rook takes D1, queen takes D1. Now D5. And now pawn takes, bishop takes. Pressure on the knight. Pressure on this bishop on D3. Queen E2. I like it, but now F3 is annoying. Rook to A8. Okay, takes. This should help white out. Recapture. Okay. Because now you can't play F3. Queen over, offering a queen trade. King goes back. We see the queen's traded. Now bishop takes C3. No, check? Okay, this is peculiar. Rook here. I'm thinking... Ooh, F3 played. Okay. Honestly, I like how Jacob's playing this. He brought it from a really bad position to now an even position. Robert not playing the most pressing of moves. Okay, this drops the H-pawn with check. King steps up, going after the B-pawn. Pawn pushes. That's a runner right there. Here, probably this. Defending the pawn, but not really. It's attacked twice, defended once. Black takes it. Keep the rooks on. Nope. Opposite color bishops down 2 pawns. Easy draw. Easy draw. Let's check on board ones. 3 seconds for Jacob Phillips. Less than 10 seconds for Tarun. 1 second now. Don't flag. He flags. All right, Tarun goes for the perfect sweep. He's 4 for 4. Awesome performance. He's in good shape going into the finals next week. Last match of the season. And yeah, here it looks like Black's running this pawn, h3. So what was needed? What was needed? Probably bishop to d7, right? Bishop d7 was the only move here, but now the king just walks his way all up in the space. Yeah, king here. You're losing the bishop. Really well placed bishop, and that's going to be a queen. So last hope here is a draw by stalemates. It's pretty close, but not quite. Takes that last pawn. The knight method. Way to get the queen all the way down. Or the king, I should say. Check. Or this. Don't go here. Check here, check. Threefold. Don't go here. Don't go here. I know you want to. Here, here. Check. Okay. The bishop's messing everything up. Here. Oh, here. All right. Don't move the king. Yeah, there you go. All right. He just had to get rid of the bishop, but he gets the job done. Robert showing off his king and queen in-game technique there. And the final score is Wilfrid Laurier winning by a score 10.5 to 5.5. They move on to the finals. Liberty B will play next week in the third place match. Congrats to both these teams for making it this far to begin with, but congratulations to Wilfrid Laurier exactly for winning this match by a very convincing score. They're looking in good shape against their opponents in the finals next weekend. So good luck to them. And thanks everyone for watching. We do have another match in about 2 hours from now. So you won't want to miss it. It's going to be Clemson versus Hyderabad in India. So I'm going to look up the players and share with you all that commentary 2 hours from now. So I'm going to go get dinner in the meantime. And I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Stick around for the raid. We'll find someone. And I will see you all hopefully in 2 hours. Take care.